That's it. Okay. So continues to the yesterday's class. So we are discussing about the system copy method, right? System copy method. As part of the system copy method, so we are getting experience on the export import. Why? Because backup and restore you already knows, right? Taking the backup of the one system and restoring it on the one more system, so that you know. But this time we are choosing the system copy which a different approach, that is called the SWPM export, then SWPM import option. So we done the export, SWPM export on source system. Suppose like source system, we have done the export. Then SWPM import onto, import onto target system. Target system means we have the some other any data, any system, either the new host. So any system, we can do this approach. For this one, what we have to do here? So on the source system side, on the source system side, what we have to do? We need to, we need SWPM, what we discussed, right? SWPM we required. Then one export folder we have to create it, folder creation, export folder we have to create it to store the data. Then start the SWPM, then import into, start the SWPM, then do the export option, do the export. So this is what we have done, created. Then step number 2, then target system side, what we have to do as part of this one target system, same SWPM, not SWPM. So copy the, move the export, the exported dump to target system, right? Then use the SWPM. So use the SWPM to import the content, import the data. So these options we have to choose it on the target system. Source system is ours, SAP Windows 1, and SID is the NWD we have chosen, right? So now target system is ours, like same Windows only. We are doing in the homogeneous only, not the heterogeneous. Heterogeneous also we can perform it, but so you don't require that much of knowledge migration side, OS migration. If you change the OS, because it's a Windows, if you change it to the Linux, that is the OS migration. It's the SQL server, DB. If you change it to the HANA, then that is the DB migration, right? So if you change either any one of the item, like either the OS or DB, that is the migration, right? Now this is the not the migration, this is the homogeneous. Homogeneous means both OS and DB should be the same. Both OS and DB should be the same, right? In this case, in this case, we can use the same SAP Windows. So same database, but we are building the new system. We are building it. We are creating the new system. So SAP Windows 1 is the what? Target system here. So we can see the export dump, which is created yesterday. Then we are moving this to target location. Target location in the sense like we have SAP Windows 1. So I have the SAP SWPM. So just to paste it here, so that is copying to the dump here. That is copying. You can see here that is getting copied. So while this is copying, let me log into the target system. So that is the target system 3390. This is the target system here. Okay. So in the target system, we can see here. So we have the SAP softwares are ready. SAP softwares are there here. And also the target system side, we have the PRD and QAS multiple application servers are there here. PRD and QAS multiple application servers are there here to start it, right? So we have the 3 servers, D, Q, P, 3 are there here. So this is another batch they are using it for their day-to-day activities purpose. So if you want, you can also use these servers. Okay. So now what we are going to do here. So this is OS is different. OS is same. OS and database both are same. But what we are doing, we are using that SWPM export. We are creating, or so we are building the new system. We are building the new system. We are building it. So see here, this is the same SAP Windows. So and computer name. The export, maybe it's not only on-prem to on-prem. Maybe my source is in the on-premises. My source is in the on-prem server. My target is in the cloud. The cloud also, if you have the same status setup you required. The only thing is cloud. In the cloud side, you need to create the machine instance. You have to create it. Then you have to open the instance. Then you need to download the softwares and everything, and also you need to move the target system dump. You have to move it, move the exported dump to the target system, then start the SWPM tool. Now this dump is copying. I think it's copied, right? It's copied. The dump is copied here. Then what I will do here, I'm going to the target system here. Then SAP Windows 1, right? This is the MNT. In the MNT folder, I have the export folder. Then I will take this to the SAP softwares. We have the one folder SAP softwares here. So I will place it to the here. Right? It is getting copied here. Okay. So this is the SWPM export, and we are importing now. To import this one, you need to start the SWPM tool, then go to the SAP INST. Same installation how we, but here we will take the system copy method. System copy method, we will take it here.
Here signature file is there, but when installing the time, it's why that file you are ignoring that
This is
here.
SWPM, right? In the HANA database, you are ignoring the file, right? HANA database, we don't have any signature.smf file, right? So for here, we are not getting any errors, right?
Okay.
That is the
Okay.
HANA you are
Yes.
ignoring. So, but if you
Yes.
copy
Yes.
same signature file to HANA database, you don't need to execute the -ignore. You
Okay.
don't need to do. So this is just a signature file. So what it will contain, SAP signature, the details and everything will be available here. But we cannot crack it here. What is this everything? But because every installation media, so you have the one signature, that installation related signature media is there. If it's HANA related, it will be there. So if you don't have signature also, we can skip it. Why? Because it's not mandatory.
Okay.
Okay, so it's opened. You can see here, it's opened the link in the URL. So I am using the administrator. Okay, so here you can see here. So as soon as you started, so what it is asking? Installation export folder, right? Is it asking or not? Right? It is asking the installation export folder. It is asking. So then go to the here. Normally it should ask the starting onwards, but not sure why it is asking the installation exports. So maybe someone started, I guess someone already started. Yeah, someone started already. That's the reason. Maybe we'll cancel. Because someone started already. So in middle, so let me try to kill that one. Okay, that is done. Again, start the SAP INST. Normally, this type of procedure export and import method they will do during the migration activity, right? And also when you are moving from the on-premises to the cloud environment, that time we will use these methods. If you want to change your DB in the target side, HANA database, you can also change it. The data would be the same. Data will be same data. Yeah, normally it should we should get this one. So we will select the NetWeaver 7.5. So SQL server, like why? Because we have target also SQL server. So if you want, my target should be the HANA database. So that is the for the HANA database. So while exporting itself, you need to choose the target should be the HANA database like this. So then we can choose the standard system, then NetWeaver systems, then standard system. We are using the system copy method. See here. So here in the system copy method, so when you expand it, so previously on the source system, we selected the source system based upon the export. Export we selected, right? Export we selected export. So based upon the above system, the export database instance export we selected, right? Database export we selected it here, right? So then, so now, so target system. Now what we have to do, we need to standard system, then above system. So then we need to click this one. Why? Because the target system we are executing now, import option. So source system you exported, target system we are importing now. So that is the option we are choosing now. You got it right? So what we are doing here. So then continue with the, sorry, start with the new option. Okay. So I'm starting none. So so source we need to export, target we have to import. That thing you need to remember. Target should be anything, source should be anything. That's not a matter. But SWPM is common screen for all. Okay, we'll go for the typical. So logs, right? Logs and all things we can see it here. So, okay, same installation wise, but we will get the different screen here. So export, the export, it will ask the export. What is the export you have taken? That export we have to provide it to the here. Then kernel files we have to provide it to the here. So these things, then system will be built with the copy of the same source, whatever the source we have, right? In the target system, in the source system, what is the source system? This is our source system, right? This is not our source system. So this is our source system. Sorry. Yes. So in the source, we have, so NWD is there. NWD on the different OS, different operating system. So if you new install, data will not come, right? What we are doing here, so I am just install it, just doing the this one installation, this installation. So that this system, same system we are building on the, so in the target side we are building it. Target should be anything, but same SAP system, same data will come now. Same data will come now. So if you want to change the SID, we can also change the SID also while doing this one, right? So same system we exported, then same system we are importing it in on the target side. We are importing. What is the SID? What SID you want to put it here? Suppose dev. I'm giving the dev. My source is the NWD. My target's SID also should be changed. Then I put the dev, something like that, dev. Development, something like that, I put it here. Okay, FQDN is not required. Just click on the OK button. Same in installation, how we got it, we will get everything. But during the exports, here it will ask the export dump file, it will ask it. Then we have to provide the passwords here. I hope you guys are practicing, right? Yeah, you can see standard system copy or migration load based. So homogeneous means, homogeneous means here what is required. Homogeneous means, so it writes, so SQL server backup and restore method. So we are using the standard one, standard system copy. So we will use this option. So what option, what things we will come here, right? So we will use this option. Previously backup restore means taking the source system backup, moving the backup files to the target location, restoring it. We know how to restore it, right? So say, but here we are using the standard system copy, SWPM export and SWPM. So import option, select it, just click on the button. So that it will ask the, so some other parameters, it will ask it, export dump location, database. So all these things it will ask us now. So we have to provide the database connection parameters, we have to provide it now. So here in the target, if you want to change the database, you can change the database itself also, you can change it, right? So if you want to change the OS also we can change it. Either the database or OS is changing, that is the migration. Only nothing is changing, same to same, but only the host names or SIDs are changing means, so the location, host names and SID is changing means that is normal method, right? So we can use this one database option. So then click on the next button. So create the new SID, right? We have to create the new database, not in the existing database. So that's why I chose the option, create the new SID. Here the only difference is it won't ask the exports. It will ask the kernel, but it won't ask the exports. So only thing is here, instead of export place, we have to provide the dump, which you exported, right? That export we have to provide it. That export files you have to provide it. Kernel, you need to download it.
Sir, we have selected typical option. It is still asking some input.
Sorry.
We have selected typical option. Na?
Yes.
Still asking some input. This to
Sorry, I was in different message looking. Sorry, come again.
we have selected typical option.
Okay,
Still
custom and typical, right? Custom and typical. So custom means, custom means you will get the less prompts, which means one password for all users, right? Where there is, we have the one option. But if you select the typical means each and every user which is creating in the system, you have to manually enter the passwords. So some people, they don't want to same password for all users, right? That time we can choose the typical option. So typical or custom option. Then so you can proceed further. Then we have to manually enter the, so all the parameters one by one, we will get the more prompts. But when you choose this typical or custom, so then you will get the less prompts. So which means one password for all, and default options, it will take it out. All the default settings, it will take it out.
Mm.
Okay, so kernel, it is asked. You can see here all the kernel files are available. So SWPM kernel, now it will ask the exports. Okay, host agent update is not required. We have already host agent. So see here, yeah, migration export, it is asked, right? Migration export, it is asked. SWPM export, migration export, it's asked now. So here, instead of the export down, so here migration export you asked. So then we have to go to the migration exports where you have done the so exports, go to the here, then this is the export, right? Export which we downloaded, NetWD export. Then click on the OK button, then it will read the that files actually. So the location, we are not chosen the correct path, just only folder I have chosen. So immediately it will it asks like you are not chosen the correct path. So you have to go to the here. Here there is a so label.asc file. Label.asc file, we have to choose it here. Label.asc file. So where is that label.asc files? Yes, this is the file. We need to choose it here. Right? Click on the next button. So
This option,
yeah, sorry, this option.
label.asc file, because we have not done that step, export preparation on table spread. That was
Yesterday,
why
yeah, export preparation yesterday we have done, right? Exports we have exported, right? Yesterday.
only database export directly
Yes,
we have
yes,
done.
yes, 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 yes. That export file, that exports created the this one. That export created the this one. Like which one? So here in the SWPM NWD export, that exports created the all the structures, and in the data we have the label.asc DB exports and all it is created. So it created so that we have chosen that option here now. We have chosen that option now. Here, the tools which are useful is here, the tools, the which tools in the backend it will be useful. That is the very important here. So while doing the import process here, so R3 load, R3 load, and R3 TA, TP, TP, R3 trans, this process will be useful here. Number of the parallel jobs here. So, okay. So here you can just click on the OK button. So parallel jobs 3 means 3 jobs will be executed at a time. 3 jobs will start importing the content. So it will build the new SAP system with the same data, whatever the data in the source system, with the same data, it will build the new systems. Right? So here the instance number it is asking. So maybe here you can choose like, so for production we have chosen like 4, 5, for quality 20, 21. Here we can choose like, so 30 and 31, we can choose it, right? So we can choose this one.
So for kernel jobs, you have selected number three.
Yeah. So that is how many CPU cores we have? 3 into that many CPU cores we need to choose it. Suppose if you have the CPUs like 6, then 3 into 6 we can choose it. But all GPUs, we have the 4 CPUs, 4 processors we have. Like with 3 into 4 we can choose it, but already system is loaded, right? That's why I chosen the less number. So default number, the default option is the 3 into 1. So 3.
In the previous step, MS SQL server data file, you have selected 4.
Yeah, less database. So less means, so we have the small databases, 4 medium sized databases, 8 I think, so 12 for the so large size databases. So we are so small, right? So if you choose more, 12 also not a problem, but what it will happen, it will create the more data files here. It will create the more data files and it will occupy the space. So it will occupy the space. That's why, so I chosen the very less. Why? Because we are the small team. So that's why I chosen the small. If it's a small company, then you can choose the small. If it's a medium size company, you can choose the medium. If the larger size products come in, then you can choose the large. So that is not a difference actually that will take care of. So see here, DDIC passwords in the source system. Here, the step is very important. So what is the DDIC passwords in the source system? So not in the target system. Still target system is not builded. So the dump which you would exported, that DDIC passwords you have to export it here. Then that passwords you have to import it. During the exporting of the DDIC password, that you have to provide it. If you provide the wrong one, then in middle itself the SWPM import, the homogeneous system copy import may fail it out because of DDIC wrong password. Again, you need to go to the source system. Again, you need to give the correct password. You have to again regenerate it, export it. So all these things you have to perform it. So see here we have the final parameter. So then if you want to change in any case, as you know, we can revise. We can select it. We can go for the revise. Suppose you chosen the last. So here for medium systems 4 and 4, 8, 16. So we have the medium large size system 16 data files. We can choose it. So if you want to parallel export import options, you have to increase it. You can increase it. So if you don't want, just click on the next button. So that will start importing it.
Sir, in HANA database, there is no table space, means there is no data file.
No
Still,
data.
till it is,
Yes, everything will be imported to the main memory only.
and there is no data files. Still, it is asking data file.
Right.
It is why it is asking for data file then?
This is we chosen the not in the HANA database, right? We are choosing the same SQL only. Homogeneous we are doing, not the migration. Homogeneous. Why? Because while doing the export, it asked the what is your source target database. We chosen the same SQL server only we have chosen. So again we chosen in the dump file, all SQL related dumps are generated. Now if you choose now different option, again it will create the problem now in the target system. In the target system, it will create it. So I choose in the same SQL. Here also I choose in the same SQL only. So the same time, suppose when you are exporting, if you choose the HANA database, now it won't ask these options now. it will ask the different options again now. So why it is asking now means, as we chosen in the source system itself, we are chosen exporting, we are chosen this option. So that's why it is asking. So see here, now it's creating the accounts and everything it is creating. So then it will import everything, it will import it. So it may take some time. It may take some time, not the some time. It may take uh, maximum 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours to complete the import step and everything. Import above. So it will create the new system here in here 3, and one more system will be created with the DEV. But the data will be same. Whatever the data is there in our NWD system, same data will come. Same data it will come in the system. Same data it will come. Same data it will come here. Same data, whatever the data is there here in our actual NWD system, same data it will come here. This is someone changed anything? Same configuration, same logon group, same everything will come. Suppose if you have already have the configuration of the systems, everything will come like same. SMLG. So I think nothing is there in this system. So object 12 logon groups. So only one entry will come then. So like that, whatever the jobs you schedule, same everything will come. So whatever you scheduled, everything will come. So that's the thing actually. So if any users data, all you will get. If any users, the users also everything. Whatever the source system NWD, same data you exported, same data you are importing now, right? So same you will get. So these are the users. So same users you will get into the in the target system also. It's not the plain system. So whatever the data is there in the source NWD, in the target DEV also you will get the same systems here. Target DEV also it will create the same system here. Okay, so this is the export and SWPM export and import method. So any questions? Nothing, simple actually. Source system export and target system import. Any show shopping scenarios while doing system. So while doing the sometimes what happens, the export of the few tables may take longer time, 1 or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days time. So that time, so we may face the difficulties. Why we may face the difficulties? So exporting may take 2 days, 3 days sometimes. Why? Because it's the actual business systems, they have the huge tables, right? So 10 GB like that, one table 10 GB, 14 GB, something like that. If you are the like that tables, you are the 10, so it may take longer time. So the main thing is here, so kernel should be up to date. Kernel should be up to date, and kernel means your R3 trans, TP, R3 trans, R3 load, R3 SZ check, R3 SZ CHK, and these all are the up to date. These all are the up to date means we have to update it, and also SWPM also latest version you have to use it always. When you are doing the export importing options, you have to take the action. So if you consider all everything should be perfect, then definitely we won't face any issues. So definitely we won't face any issues. So maybe issues we may face like, so sometimes export may corrupted while copying from source to target, export files may be corrupted. So sometimes while doing this one, due to memory issues, so we are doing the memory issues. Due to the memory issues, see here already 96% is used. So at the same time, some other users also started using it. It may take it may take the, so it may create the nuisance. So like system slowness, down situation, something like that. So like that may face multiple issues. Sometimes export may run, import may run longer duration, 1 days, 2 days. Maybe that time we can assume like it got stuck stuck in the phase. So again, we need to check the logs. Why, what happened? So what happened? So we need to check the logs. So what is happening in the system? So we need to check the logs to avoid any kind of issues in the system or not. Already 31. So it's creating the database in the dev. So it's performing step by step. All the steps are getting performed. See here. Then after that, when it's come to the import above step, this step may take so multiple hours. So this is the way